Hello and welcome to Wrong Button Pressing Simulator. I mean Kerbal Space Program, and we're doing more plane reviews, as you hopefully expected. So, today, all the planes are going to, be from Zero Spearton, or, Spearton, or, 01 BRHODES, however you say that. And this is the Nuclear Bomber 9, and, assuming these are all nukes, that's a lot of nuclear bombing to go on. And, I'm gonna crash the game dropping all of those, aren't I? And holy shit, how how ridiculously far forward are those wings? Holy fucking shit. Yeah, my phone actually complained. That's how loud it is. Carpet bombing with nukes? The nukes are small enough that the ship can fly over them at 4,000 plus meters with relative safety. If you choose to drop more than a few nukes at once, be prepared for a game crash and maybe even a computer crash. You be warned. Yeah. So yeah, the primary reason we're doing these, even though they're later in the list if you go to my site, is because I marked them for priority because he actually tried to send these things in much earlier on, but he was having problems with my website, primarily the fact that he tried to use it before it was ready, and then also didn't understand how to do it partially. But I won't hold that against him. Instead, I will now take a look at things, assuming this can get off the ground. I assume it can, but Maybe not so much. Do we have anything about action groups? Let's see. No info about action groups here. And there's no info about action groups here. So we're just gonna have to... Oh my god, the wheels, like, they just instantly pop up even if you're not completely off the ground, so the rear wheel actually goes into the ground. That doesn't make sense. But, in any case, I hit the wrong button to pull up my landing gear. Or I hit the button twice, rather. Because I was thinking about this. I was thinking about the fact that we have weapons, and we can arm the trigger, and I've now armed the nukes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Backspace? Do we not have an action group to open these? Alright, well, I'm just going to open them like this then. And hopefully that's good enough. I'm gonna regret this decision because we're only 1 kilometer up, and I'm gonna drop one of them. No, I'll wait just a little bit longer. 2 kilometers? You think 2 kilometers should do it? I think 2 kilometers should do it. Might break the game, but oh well, too late. I already dropped one, even though we weren't to 2 kilometers yet. That's gonna be dangerous in a minute. Yeah, that's gonna be dangerous in a moment. Let's drop another one. Come on, there we go. Carpet bombing with nukes. That just does not seem safe. Okay. Oh, you know what? That second one's gonna get hit in the blast of the first one, and that's gonna cause some issues for us, I think, possibly. I don't know. We'll find out, I suppose. We're definitely not in the safe zone. Oh, we might actually reach 4 kilometers by the time that hits. We're pretty close. It's 4 kilometers below us, apparently. Well, it's behind us partially, too. I'm gonna regret that decision, aren't I? Dropping 2 so close together. Yeah. I'm really gonna regret this, aren't I? Beautiful. Oh. Yeah, I figured that's what happened there. It's just... One of them clipped as it left the bay, and the plane kind of detonated like a nuke in midair. I'm gonna close this before it crashes even worse. Alright, so that actually fucked up so bad that I stopped the recording in between then and now, just to make sure that the recording from here on is okay, because it might have broken at the end there. So next up, we got a helicopter, an attack chopper of some kind, I assume. Definitely looks like it's supposed to be for attack. No action group info on this one either. I'm just gonna hope that I can take off as you would expect me to be able to with, the buttons, the space bar. That's the right thing. This has grenade launcher? That does not sound like grenades. But based on the fact that they actually explode the ground guessing they actually are. Ooh, wait, no. How much damage do they do the SPH? Yeah. This thing's kind of spinning out of control. Wait, nope, it's rolling out of control, and I can't... And, apparently it's invincible to crashing. Not quite. But we do have turrets. Yeah, no idea why it suddenly lost control. Maybe you're not supposed to use it at full power, but, I like these kind of guns. Oh, do they need to reload? Or are they out of ammo? Nope, they just needed to reload. That's beautiful. Let's see what these do. Probably shouldn't fire them that close to us, but they don't seem to be killing us. Other than that, I don't think there's that much more to say. I'm going to keep this at 2/3 throttle in the hopes that, well, for one thing, it's going to crash right back down, but I'm hoping that once it gets up to speed, it won't tilt over for no apparent reason. Let's take a look at aerodynamic forces, see if we can get any information on what's going on from that. Oh my god, I just noticed how, not glitchy, but like the shadow is like your eyes could fuck up on that. Can we take off, please? Oh, that's cool. I can use recoil to take off. That is a terrible idea. Never do that. Never do what I just did. Because actually what I'm doing is I'm essentially exploding the ground beneath me in order to take off. Alright, can we target that? Yes, we can. Alright, now that one. Oh, shit. See, it's... Oh, you know what it is? It's aerodynamic forces. Just, it gets a little bit of them, and then it just keeps going. Like the Energizer Bunny. That's an appropriate thing to say, right? I love how I just blew up the cockpit by shooting the ground right in front of me and causing enough heat damage from the guns firing to just blow me up. And I think that was the grenade launcher ammo I blew up the second time there. Yep, that went well. So next up we have a bomber. It looks like it's pretty much the same bomber, it just has some extra stuff attached on it. And the difference is that it's filled with cluster bombs. So we can cluster bomb the hell out of something. Oh, it's got laser, what's it called? It's got smoke dispensers, which are for blocking laser targeting. That's interesting. I don't know why you would have that on a plane. Unless, I guess it's for protection while it's on the ground. That's interesting. Alright. Here we go. Very slowly. Oh, it didn't even register that I hit Z. That's how slow it's going right now. I'll meet you. I'll come back to this once I'm in the air. I just realized why the wings are so far forward. These wing surfaces, these big S delta wings, are they generate a ton of lift actually. Yeah, they generate a ton of lift. So, in order to offset those, you had to move the wing forward. Also, I had just noticed that it actually does have some turrets on the wings, which I can't fire for some... Oh, I forgot to turn on the trigger. Come on. On. And now I can fire. Or not. Don't know why it's decided I can't fire, but apparently I can't fire. And we also have a GAU 8 out the front. That is also not working. Okay, hopefully the, whatchamacallit, CBU 87s, aka cluster bombs, will, hopefully those will fire out alright. And we're going to fire them at a ridiculously high rate. Yeah, this is going to crash my computer. Oh. Some of them blew up in the bay. We're going to stop firing them now to hopefully not die. Yeah, okay, a whole bunch of them are breaking up. What are all those purple particles? Are those the actual bomblets? Like, what is going on with all the purple particles? Okay, there's all detonations. I'm guessing those purple particles were the were little bomblets. We just dropped so many of them that it was showing up. That's crazy. This game's not built to handle this. That was good. That was good. Alright. But we still have some bombs on board, so I'm going to have to drop some more. This time I'm just going to drop everything that I can, even if some of it detonates and explodes in here. Because I just feel like I need to. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, now it's just dropping the ones out of the top. And we're out. So let's put that away. And we'll close these. Oops. And we'll regret our decision in a moment. Oh my god. That's so many. And there we go. Successful bombing run. Way too much bombing. Next up we have... Nice. We have a Gao 8 powered... Or are these Gao 9s? I thought they were Gao 8s, but I could have sworn I misread that just now. Oh, they're Gao 8s, yep. Yeah, so we have an armored plane, which means probably a bunch of hidden control surfaces and stuff. Yeah, like hidden... Well, hidden regular plane stuff inside plates, so that is hopefully more survivable. It'd be interesting to crash this. Alright, here goes. Oh, it's turbojets in the back. Oh my god, this thing probably generates so much drag. That's probably why it has turbojets, because it wouldn't frickin' work if it didn't have turbojets, because this is essentially a rocket with ridiculous characteristics because it's also a plane. I mean, it's essentially a rocket that has wings on it that manage to work even though there's no reason for them to work, just because it's just so much thrust behind it that it'll work anyhow. In fact, it's not even going to generate enough lift to get off the ground without going off the end of the runway first, it looks like. Whoa! Oh shit! That's not good for it. That's not good for a takeoff run. Let's not hit the thing on the end of the runway. Let's... Oh geez, this thing does not have good response to side slippage, unfortunately. But that's because of all the panels, obviously. Which is not so good. But hopefully the guns work on this one. That gun is so fun to fire because it just makes that roaring noise when you fire it. It's beautiful. Oh, did I overheat it? I either overheated it or ran out of ammo. Yep, just overheated it. Alright, let's pull up. Because that'll go well. Surprisingly well, actually. Yeah, this thing probably isn't worth the armor that's on it. But it'd be fun to see this actually used in a combat scenario, just to see what it could survive. Because I think it'll survive guns better, but I don't think it would survive missiles better. Because missiles, they tend to like do kind of a range of heat damage, so they would damage the panels, and the panels wouldn't be destroyed, but the underlying structure would be destroyed. Plus, all you'd really have to do is get the engines on this, or get one of the engines on this, and it would crash. Beautiful. Alright, let's ram it into the ground. Well, I didn't want to ram it that hard into the ground. But, yeah, that broke the underlying structure without really breaking the outside. Was still it's a fun crash, though. Look at that. It's not happy with its existence. I wouldn't be either if I was it. Next up, and second to last for today, we have an AC-130, which, nice. It does look fairly like an AC-130, enough for me at least. And it's it's an AC-130 with lots of guns on it. So we got a bunch of, what are these, M320s or whatever? Oh, Vulcan turrets. Okay. They're 20 millimeter rounds, and it's got 360 degrees protection of those, and it's got 30 millimeter M320s, or M230s rather, sorry. A bunch of flare dispensers. Oh, I need to fire those. Those will be funny. Angel of Death flares, nice. And 2 Lancaster engines on each side. You mean 4, because he just put 2, but I think you meant 4. And then 3 barrels of the, what's it called, a howitzer. It's got 3 howitzers on each side, which is interesting because unlike the real AC-130 gunships, which have a single, or is it a single howitzer? Or is there two howitzers? I don't remember. It's one or two, and they the one or both of them are on the same side. And so what it does is it just goes in a big circle aiming at the ground and shoots things that way. And we have a Gauss strapped under the middle, so might as well fire that a bit at the runway before we even take off. Got the howitzers, like I was saying just now. I hope I hit that build. Yes, I did! Awesome. Howitzers are like a fucking cannon. They don't have much, they have a little bit of aiming ability, but you see they mostly just stick to the side. So like what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lock the camera to the side so that my camera is based on the plane's position. And that way I can just move my mouse around this small area that the howitzer can fire in. And what I'll do is I will... Ooh, didn't quite mean to roll that hard, but I will roll the plane around. Kind of give it some yaw as well. And what we got to do is we got to go sideways to the target. Oh wait, shit, I accidentally clicked the wing. Alright. Alright. Wait. Come on. Ah. No! Hold on. I accidentally clicked the wing, so it didn't register. Wait. Oh, it's not firing. Why is it not firing? You make me sad. Maybe because it wants to alternate between each side. That's what I'm gonna guess. Yep, see, because that one just fired just fine. But now if I try to fire again, it won't. But if I come over to this side, it will. So yeah, you probably shouldn't actually have those on each side like that. Because, oh shit, I'm not watching what I'm doing closely enough because I'm aiming to the side so much. Yep, so that's how you do a soft water landing. And of course we have the M320s on the wings, which work quite well, as you'd expect. And of course we have the full Vulcan turret protection, which, let's see, are these going to fire? No, I probably destroyed their ammo on the touchdown or something to where they're not going to fire. So here we are back on the runway real quick, just to very quickly demonstrate those Vulcan turrets if they will indeed work. Yes. Yep. Pretty much what you'd expect. And finally we have an SSTO, which I'm not going to take into space, but I'm going to fly stupidly and crash into something. Also, the design of this craft is clearly a lie because it clearly has two stages. It has drop tanks. It's not an SSTO if it has drop tanks. Single stage to orbit means that nothing gets ditched off of the craft. This is a stage. Just saying. Also, the way those separated was hilarious. I like it. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to get some nice speed up. Going way too fast with these engines, right? And then, wait, is this a rocket? Oh my god, this is a rocket powered, though. That's pretty cool. A rocket plane. Like an actual rocket plane that could actually get to orbit, theoretically. Alright. Okay, we lost a wing. We lost some sort of vital structure, as well as fuel tanks and a wing. And, alright, so now we have the fun part where we try to land this. Safely. Well, not safely, but save the crew's lives, at least. And it'll go well. It'll go well, honestly. Honestly, it'll probably go well. As long as we can keep them pointed relatively straight up. Okay, that's not going to work. But we can just let us fly a little bit lower, or rather fall. We'll just kind of let it spin like this, and then once we do throttle up, we can correct the spin and correct the fall to a certain degree. Although, actually, I'm significantly less confident about the ability of the craft to do that with its current damage than I sound. So I'm going to throttle the engines up now. Yep, okay. Okay. 30 meters per second, 40. And throttle up at the last second, and we not only have saved their lives, but the engines as well. But that's just because Kerbal Crash System made them a lot more vulnerable than they would normally be. That said, they do have 0% damage, which actually means they would have survived that in stock because the Kerbal Crash System lowers the threshold to receive damage. So, that would have actually worked in stock too. Awesome. And that's all for this time. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in space.